You ever wake up one morning, look in the mirror, and think, how did I get here? You had dreams, you had goals, but somewhere between the responsibilities, the bills, the noise, you stopped fighting for you. Let me tell you something. You are not stuck. You are not too old. You are not too late. You've just forgotten who you are. And today, we're going to remember, because once you understand the habits that forge unstoppable people, everything changes. So if you're ready to stop procrastinating, ready to take control back, ready to feel that fire again, stay with me till the end of this video, because what I'm about to share might just be the turning point you've been waiting for. You know what's scarier than failure? Comfort. Comfort feels good for a while. The couch, the television, the I'll do it tomorrow. But let me ask you, how many tomorrows have already passed you by? You see, procrastination isn't laziness. It's fear in disguise. Fear of not being good enough. Fear of failing again. Fear of stepping outside that comfortable, predictable life. But here's the brutal truth. If you don't pay the price for discipline, you'll pay the price for regret. Losers live in the past. Winners learn from the past. Enjoy working in the present toward the future. And that's it. The unstoppable don't wait for motivation to strike. They build habits that move them even when they don't feel like it. So let me ask you something. How many more years are you willing to trade for comfort? Because time doesn't stop. Your dreams won't chase you. You've got to chase them. And no, scrolling motivational quotes at midnight doesn't count as chasing them. You want to become unstoppable. Start small, but start every day. It's not about intensity. It's about consistency. The world doesn't reward the one who starts fast. It rewards the one who never stops. I used to talk about the slight edge, the small, consistent choices that compound over time. Think about it. One person wakes up 30 minutes early every morning and exercises. Another hits snooze and says, I'll start Monday. Fast forward 1 year. One feels sharper, stronger, more confident. The other, still talking about someday. That's the difference consistency makes. It's not sexy, it's not glamorous, but it's transformative. Because every time you show up for yourself, you're teaching your brain a new story. I keep my promises. And once you believe that, nothing can stop you. Now, don't get me wrong. Consistency doesn't mean perfection. You'll have off days, you'll fail sometimes. But here's the key. You show up anyway. Even if it's messy, even if it's late, even if it's only 10%. Because doing something, anything, is always better than doing nothing. Every small action compounds. Every drop fills the bucket. And one day, that bucket overflows. You can't become unstoppable with a weak mindset. You've got to protect your mind like it's your most valuable asset. Because it is. Think about what you feed it every day. Social media, news, negativity. Would you pour garbage into a sports car and expect it to run? Then why pour garbage into your mind and expect to perform at your best? And yes, that includes skipping those 2-hour drama-filled news rants. Trust me, if the world ends, someone will text you. You must learn from your past mistakes, but not dwell on them. You must let them go. Your mind is like a garden. If you don't plant the seeds of growth, weeds of doubt will take over. So here's what I started doing every morning before checking my phones. I read something that fuels my mind, something positive, powerful, or educational. I don't start my day reacting. I start it creating. And when you do that consistently, you start to notice something incredible. The noise of the world gets quieter. The voice inside you gets stronger. You begin to realize You don't need motivation every day. You need mental clarity. That's what makes you unstoppable. Every morning is a new battlefield. You either conquer it or it conquers you. Your morning routine sets the tone for everything. And I get it. Mornings can be chaos. But I want you to think of it like this. Every decision you make before 9 a.m. is either building momentum or breaking it. When I began taking my mornings seriously, my life changed. No phone for the first hour. No negative talk. No mindless scrolling. Instead, movement. Gratitude. Focus. Just 20 minutes of intentional movement. 5 minutes of gratitude. 10 minutes of planning. That's it. 35 minutes. That rewire your brain to win the day. Because when you control your morning, you control your energy. And when you control your energy, you control your life. You see, success doesn't start when you sign a deal, make a sale, or launch that business. It starts before sunrise. When no one's watching, when no one's cheering, when it's just you and the quiet voice asking, will you show up again? Here's the truth. Most people don't want to hear. You'll never feel ready. And if you wait until you feel ready, you'll wait forever. Discipline isn't about feeling like it. It's about doing it, especially when you don't. That's what separates the dreamers from the doers. The unstoppable understand that emotions are temporary, but habits last. The greatest limitations you will ever face will be those you place on yourself. So stop negotiating with your feelings. Stop saying, I'll do it when I feel motivated. Motivation is a spark. Discipline is the engine. And if you ever want to go far, you've got to learn how to drive when the road gets tough. You think your alarm clock cares about your feelings? It's going off either way. So here's what you do. You build rituals, systems that work even when you don't want to. Set times, set environments, set standards, because discipline is freedom. It gives you control in a world that's constantly trying to distract you. And once you master that, you stop reacting and start creating. You can't fly if you're surrounded by people who crawl. You've heard it before. You become the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. And it's true. If you hang around people who make excuses, you'll start finding excuses too. But surround yourself with people who challenge you and you'll start becoming unstoppable. Now, I'm not saying cut everyone off, but I am saying be intentional about your circle. Find people who make you want to raise your standards. People who inspire you to become more. And if you can't find those people in person yet, start online. Podcasts, books, mentors, videos like this one. I used to say, you are your own scriptwriter, and the play is never finished. So stop letting others write your story. Take the pen back, because when you surround yourself with growth, you become unstoppable, not by force, but by influence. And here's the twist. Sometimes the biggest transformation doesn't come from adding more people, but from walking alone for a while. Every night before you sleep, take 5 minutes to reflect. Ask yourself 3 questions. What did I do well today? What can I improve tomorrow? Did I live up to my potential or my comfort zone? It sounds simple, but it's life-changing, because reflection creates awareness, and awareness creates direction. Most people run through life without ever stopping to think, but unstoppable people, they pause, they adjust, they grow. That's how they keep evolving. That's how they stay ahead. And when you do this consistently, you'll start to notice patterns, habits that help you rise, and habits that hold you back, and you'll realize the biggest project you'll ever work on is you. And no, you can't outsource that to ChatGPT. You can build all the habits in the world, but without purpose, they'll eventually fade. Purpose gives pain meaning. It gives effort direction. It turns discipline into destiny. Ask yourself, why do you want to be unstoppable? For your family, for your legacy, for your own self-respect. Because when your why is strong enough, you'll find a way. The greatest motivation is self-motivation. And he was right, because no one's coming to save you. No one's coming to drag you out of bed. No one's going to do the work for you. It's you. Always you. And that's the most empowering truth of all. You already have everything you need to become unstoppable. You just have to start and keep going. So let's recap. To become unstoppable, be ruthlessly consistent. Guard your mind. Win your morning. Choose discipline over emotion. Surround yourself with growth. Reflect daily. And above all, live with purpose. Remember, success isn't built in a day. It's built day by day. Every small choice. Every quiet decision. Every single time you show up for yourself. So start today. Start small. And one day you'll look back and realize you didn't just change your habits. You changed your life. Because the moment you decide to become unstoppable, nothing and no one can stand in your way. If this message hit home, you're going to love my next video. Improve yourself 1% every day. Click the video on your screen right now. And let's keep building that unstoppable version of you, 1% at a time.